Hey dudes, CI here. So on Tuesday, John Green put out a video where he recommended a bunch of books. And as it was running, I was thinking to myself, how come I've never done that? I mean, yes, I have done videos where I have recommended a book that I just finished, but I've never come on and just done a complete grouping, a series, a collection of books for you. And it won't be difficult for me to do because I keep track of all the books I read. You've seen this book, right? Here it is on the outside, here it is on the inside. I've had this book for pretty much my entire adult life, and I've written down every book I've ever read. And I put little stars next to the ones I especially like. So it will be very easy for me to show you the books that I read last year, my favorite books from 2019. I'm going to do this every year. I read roughly, let's say, 25 to 30 books a year. It's about a book every 2 weeks, I think. So this will be easy. I'm going to make this a regular thing. I'm going to do this every January, I think. Just tell you my favorite books from the past year. Let's get to it. 2019. We're a little late telling you about it, but let's get started. What do we got? Oh, Funny Girl. It was a book about a woman who wanted to become the next Lucille Ball back in the 60s. And it was utterly delightful. Nick Hornby, he's a good one. All Systems Red by Martha Wells. I read two books by her, both in the same series. They're called the Murder Bot series. And it's just a wonderful little small novellas about this robot. And I know that's odd to have a novel completely from the point of view of a robot, but she pulls it off totally and simply. Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. I have to be honest, I have no memory of this book. Hold on one second. I'm going to go see what the hell this was. Oh yeah, I remember it now. It was a graphic novel. Yeah, it was really good. It was short. It only took me like 2 hours to get through, but I just remember it being adorable, just really heartwarming. Nimona, highly recommended. Next up, Caliban's War. This is from the Expanse series. I have not seen any of the TV shows. I've read two of the books, and they're sensational. Caliban's War, definitely worth reading. Jade City by Fonda Lee. This was cool. This was set in sort of an imaginary Japan, an imaginary universe where Jade gives you sort of kind of like superpowers, and it was delightful. Kind of had a whole samurai thing, a whole mafia thing. Yeah, good stuff. Jade City. Next up was a nonfiction book called Soccernomics. This would not be of any interest to any of you, but I loved it. What do we have? Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This was a really good fantasy. It's about a woman who goes into this alternate world where there's different rules, and there's silver gives you sort of magical properties in a way, which is interesting. The Jade book and now the Silver book. So clearly there was a theme there that I'm only now realizing. Both very good books. And it looks like my last starred book for 2019 was Wilding Hall by Elizabeth Hand. This was cool. This was a oral history about a rock band that never existed. And I love oral histories. I love rock bands. And there's just a little bit of paranormal stuff going on in here. So yeah, this was good stuff. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend all of those books for you. And that was just from 2019. I'm going to do this every year. So next January, I will tell you about my favorite books from 2020. Sound good? All right. I'll see you then.